Who Did I Marry? Episode 2. At the market, by the roadside, stood a mad woman. A mad woman who looked exactly like my wife. I wanted to turn back home immediately, but I reminded myself the photographer was on his way with me. That photograph would finally prove who I was living with. We got home, and there she was, my wife. Completely fine, calm, not mad at all. Was I hallucinating at the market, or was something else going on? When it was time for the picture, my wife suddenly excused herself and went into the room. I followed quickly, but she had already locked the door. I knocked, calling her name, but she ignored me. From behind the door, faint whispers, and an awful, foul smell leaking through the edges. Minutes later, she came out smiling, as if nothing had happened. We stood together and posed for the photograph. But immediately after the camera snapped, the photographer screamed, "Jesus!" He fell to the floor, shaking. I tried calming my wife down, but she was already angry. She insisted the photographer must leave immediately. He tried to speak, "Sir, please, I need to tell you something." But my wife paid her extra money and forced him out before he could explain. By now, my suspicions had reached their peak. I insisted we take another picture with a different photographer. Again, just before the picture, she locked herself inside the room. The same foul smell, the same whispers. But this time, when she came out, we posed again. The camera snapped. The photographer's face changed completely. His eyes locked on my wife with fear. He said, "Sir, please come and see this," trembling. Days later, as I sat alone in the parlor, thinking of the mad woman, my phone lit up. A message from one of the photographers. "Sir, I really don't know how to explain it, but behind your wife's back, there was a dark, cloudy shadow. It may sound strange, but that's what I saw." My heart skipped. Fear wrapped around me like cold air. I grabbed my keys and rushed to the market. When I got there, I saw her, the mad woman. But the moment she saw me, she ran into the crowd. Weeks passed. One quiet afternoon, I was in the parlor with my wife watching Netflix. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. I opened it, and there she was, the mad woman. But this time, she wasn't mad. She was clean, her eyes clear, her face calm. Most shocking, she was wearing the exact gown my wife wore the night she disappeared. It was like standing in front of twins. Before I could speak, the woman stepped forward and kissed me on the lips. Immediately, it felt like something fell from my eyes, like scales. I turned slowly to the woman I'd been living with all this time, and then it hit me. "Lisa, what are you doing here?" I shouted. Lisa, my ex-girlfriend. She had used charms to make me forget my real wife and accept her instead. Though there wasn't much we could do legally, I chased her out of the house and welcomed my true wife back. Finally, I could breathe again. Moral lessons from episode 2. 1. Deception can hide in plain sight. Always trust your instincts. 2. Be careful who you let close to your heart. Not everyone means well. 3. Persistence reveals the truth. Never stop searching for answers when something feels off. 4. Spiritual manipulation is real. Protect yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. What's your opinion on the following questions? Would you confront the mad woman or stay quiet if she looked exactly like your spouse? Why do you think the photographer screamed? What could he have seen? If someone you loved kept stopping people from telling you the truth, what would you do? What do you think the photographer saw in the camera this time? What would you do with such a message? Investigate or run for your life? What would you do if you discovered your spouse was actually someone else all along? What shocked you the most about episode 2? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gripping stories like this.